Hey, Jon from Supabase here, and today I want to see if I can use AI to generate a database that can play the classic hit 90s skateboarding game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I'm going to approach this as an absolute beginner with zero SQL knowledge and see just how far I can get. I think you'll be surprised. Heck, I was even surprised. I did not expect this to work as well as it did, and I definitely didn't expect the skateboarder that came out on top. So to get started, I'm going to need some skateboarders. We can use Supabase's new AI assistant called Clippy. Not that Clippy. A totally different Clippy. Don't even worry about it, Microsoft's legal team. So we can bring up Supabase's Clippy using Command K. And here we can ask our Supabase AI a question like, how do I create a table of skateboarders and populate it with the characters from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and their countries of origin? Okay, cool. So it looks like this is an SQL query? I don't know. I've never seen SQL before. But from just reading this through, it looks like we're creating a table for skateboarders, and then we're inserting some stuff into that table of skateboarders, and it looks like we have a collection of names and some countries. So I'm going to copy this, what did you call it? SQL? And go over to the SQL editor for my project. I'm going to create a new query, and then I'm going to paste this in here and click run. Success! I guess that means it worked. All right, let's go over to the table editor and have a look. Awesome. I have this table for skateboarders and it's been populated with all of those skateboarders and their country of origin. Sick. Time to work out who's the best. Hey Clippy, who is the best skateboarder in the skateboarders table? Okay, fine. Looks like Clippy doesn't want to get involved in the game of politics. But what if we create a totally fair competition? How do I create a competition table with 3 heats and a column for the skateboarder's score? Populate this for me with a row for every heat of every skateboarder in my skateboarders table. Okay, cool. So we create another table for competitions, and this has a skateboarder ID for the skateboarder that it's referencing, and then we insert into that competitions table a skateboarder and a heat by... Ooh, it's actually really cool. Now I know I don't have any experience with SQL, but I imagine if I did, I'd be pretty impressed by the fact that we're using a subquery here to select all the IDs from the skateboarders, and then this generate series function to generate 1, 2, or 3. It's actually really cool. Okay, so let's grab this first snippet to create our competitions table, and with some sneaky editing, I can also grab this one and bring them over to the SQL editor, open up my query, and replace this with that, and click run, and we get another success. So let's go back over to the table editor. We've got a new competitions table, and it's been populated with an ID for each of our skaters. So this would probably be Tony Hawk, and then this maybe Bob Burnquist. Let's look it up. It is Bob Burnquist. And then we also have each heat for each of our skaters. So these 3 are Tony Hawk. This is heat 1, heat 2, heat 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for Bob, and so on. And the score is null because our competition hasn't actually taken place yet. Oh look, it's competition day. So how do I update the score column of a row in the competitions table for a particular skateboarder's ID and heat using SQL? Okay, cool. So an update statement where I'm updating the competitions table and setting the score column equal to our new score, the skateboarder ID to our skateboarder, and our heat to our heat. That sounds pretty simple. Do I really want to manually run this snippet for every single skater and heat of our competition? I don't think so. Can I loop in SQL? SQL is not a programming language. However, you can use a while loop in a PostgreSQL function using PGSQL. Well, what's that? How do I write a loop in PGSQL to randomly assign a score between 0 and 100 for every row in the competitions table? But wait, can I actually dump PGSQL straight into the SQL editor? Let's copy this from here, go over to the SQL editor, open up our query and paste it in and click run. Oh, you actually can. Thank you, Supabase. I legitimately did not know this was a thing. That's sick. So now that our competition's over, who is the best skater? Let's head over to the competitions table and have a look. It is actually kind of hard to pick a winner just looking at this data. But wait, I've got a helper. How do I work out which skateboarder from the skateboarders table has the highest average score across heats in the competitions table? Okay, this looks scary enough, so let's copy this over to the SQL editor and replace our query and click run. And we have a winner! Congratulations, Andrew Reynolds, with an average score of 94.666666 recurring. That is unexpected. Tony Hawk is gonna be mad! Now I don't even have to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I can just get my database to randomly generate every outcome. That doesn't sound like as much fun as just playing the game. But it does show off how powerful combining AI and Supabase can be. So head on over to database.new to get started and let us know in the comments what you're going to build. If you want to go much deeper on the AI side of things and see how we actually built all this cool stuff at Supabase, I recommend you check out this video right here. But until next time, keep using AI to generate cool stuff.